So I just pulled over on the side of the road randomly in this random neighborhood. I have no idea where I'm at because this video was way too important. I believe right now with $500, you can turn it into $16,000 with only a 20-minute investment of your time. And I'm talking about the altcoin Brett. Right now, specifically in this moment of time, there has never been anything that's even remotely close to what's happening. Ethereum spot ETF is going to get approved next Tuesday, and Ethereum is going to launch every single altcoin into a super cycle literally on Tuesday, and Brett is going to 26x. And I'm fully aware that I have to tell you if I'm getting paid by a coin to promote it on my YouTube channel. I've never accepted a sponsorship in the history of all my career. All of my trades actually make profit, and I'm telling you right now while quoting the official SEC website. So if I promote a coin and I don't tell you guys that I'm getting paid, I can go to jail or I can get sued for hundreds of thousands of dollars. The federal securities laws are clear that any celebrity or other individual who promotes a crypto asset security must disclose the nature, source, and the amount of compensation they received in exchange for the promotion. I did not receive $1 from Brett or any associated parties, and I'm telling you publicly, I actually put $50,000 of money, real money, okay, into this coin because I believe it's going to take off very soon, probably within the next 10 days. When I say 20 minutes, honestly, you could do it in less time. All you have to do is download MetaMask, buy Ethereum, swap it to Brett, and you can swap it on Uniswap. There's tutorials all over the internet. I've made them before as well. But in this video, I want to lay the case out with absurd research. Like there's going to be nothing on the internet that matches the quality and depth of research you're going to get in this video. That's what I want to show you. The case behind buying Brett. So let's get active. There's no other narrative that's doing better than meme coins. I'm just going to lay that out right now. There's no other narrative right now that makes more money than meme coins. And I believe Brett will make more money than all the other meme coins. They're either too small and a scam, or they're too big and they've already had their cycle. Brett is right in the middle, right there, going to dominate the base ecosystem, which is created by Coinbase. It's Coinbase's, in my opinion, Coinbase's way of marketing meme coins to everybody else and attracting liquidity to the base ecosystem. And again, right here, it's proving it. This is the website traffic on CoinGecko. CoinGecko is an altcoin website, and you can see right there that 14.34% of all of the website traffic came from meme coins. And if you look at the meme coins by percentage increase, they also made everybody the most money. So this is the best, I think, the best way you can invest your money right now, specifically with the Ethereum spot ETF launching next Tuesday. Now, if you're new to crypto and you haven't seen this already, I just want to clearly point out that cryptocurrencies are the greatest financial opportunity of the past decade. There's nothing that's even close. What we're looking at here is Bitcoin's price versus gold. So I mean, I don't know what you want me to tell you, but cryptocurrencies make you the most money by far. I don't care what nobody says. I know a lot of people call it a scam here, there, whatever the case is, but that's because they don't know what they're doing and they lost their money and they're hurt about it. But here, as you can see, you have a big room for error. Look at how much percentage that's increasing in compared to gold. And if you thought that was crazy, look at this. Look at Bitcoin versus traditional assets when it comes to looking at actually how much money people make. Look at the percentage increase on the 14th year and compare it to anything else. I don't care what gold, S&P 500, which is an index of stocks. So your buddy that's a stock market trader ain't making this type of, they're not. They're not, because the gains, the margin for error is much smaller than this, right? Look at that. If I buy a coin that goes up 20,000%, the chance of me making profit is substantially higher than somebody that bought something and that went up 20%. That's 20%. That's hundreds of thousands of percentages. Crypto. Now, I'm talking about Bitcoin to lay the foundation for you, but I'm telling you, I don't even buy Bitcoin. You thought I was crazy? Watch this. Altcoins do even better. Altcoins are the best performing asset class on the face of the planet in human history. There's nothing been more important for money making than altcoins. The whales are buying it. People with credibility are buying it. JP Morgan, BlackRock, the biggest organizations on the face of the planet, they're not buying Bitcoin, they're buying altcoins specifically, and here's why. The internet is about to have an upgrade. This is the new infrastructure. It started with smart contracts. Bitcoin had a technology called blockchain technology that basically made money decentralized and free for everybody to be able to buy it and sell it no matter what age you have, no matter where you are, you can buy it and sell it. They took the same exact concept and they put it under the infrastructure of the entire internet. We're not talking about an investment here. We're talking about a quantum leap in technology infrastructure when it comes to specifically the things that humans use the most, which is the internet. Ethereum allowed applications to get created with the same decentralized technology. I don't need a centralized entity. For example, if you own an iPhone, right now, the centralized entity is Apple. Now, if you go on Google, the centralized entity is Google. If you go on Instagram, it's Instagram. All of these places are centralized, and you don't have access to any of your data or any of your money. And with smart contracts, they created a killer app called DeFi. And you could basically use the same financial tools that billionaires have with $1. So I can get the same exact access as a liquidity provider. Long story short, just to put it simple for you guys, I can use the same tools that made the rich much richer than the poor, that widen the gap when it comes to how much richer they are than us. You guys should know that by now. The rich keep getting richer and the poor keep getting poorer because you have to be an accredited investor to provide liquidity to an exchange. But on decentralized finance, you don't need to be nothing. You can have $20 and you can provide liquidity to an exchange. The same exact tool that all of these big whales, people with billions of dollars use, we have access to that now, guys. We have access to this innovation. So what Bitcoin did to money, Ethereum is doing to everything else. Literally everything else. And as you can see here, centralization sucks. People freeze bank accounts on a consistent basis. Guys, there's more than 10 times there's been a bank run in America. You think America's safe? There's been bank runs. People have not been able to withdraw their money from banks because of fractional reserve banking and all these manipulations. They've manipulated us for too long, and we're getting decentralized now. Now they're decentralizing all of those tools, and we don't have to have any of these problems that you're seeing right here throughout history, man. This is such a consistent thing. The reason why we lose so much money is because these centralized entities manipulate the market, cause bank runs, and bail themselves out, print more money to bail themselves out. You can't see that no more. You're not going to see that anymore with Ethereum and Bitcoin because you can watch everything that's happening on these blockchains. And here's the numbers to prove my point. If you invested in Ripple or Ethereum during the first bull run, it was a 52,500% increase. And about double that for Ethereum. That's like turning $1,000 into $525,000 or 10K into 5.2 million. You do the math, guys. Do the math. Look at Ethereum, $10,000 to $11 million. With altcoins. When I say it's more lucrative than anything else, I genuinely mean it. I mean, look at the top performing altcoins last cycle. So last cycle, look at the top altcoins. That's Shiba Inu, bro. That's a meme coin. Look at the top altcoins. Now, I wouldn't buy any of these because the cat's out of the bag. You want to find the undervalued ones, and this is why I'm making a video about Brett. By the way, I got into Shiba Inu before it got launched on any exchange, and I turned about 12,000 into 130 grand in like 24 hours of Shiba Inu, and all the Instagram screenshots and stuff like that are posted all over my social media. And I turned $10,000. Look at the on-chain proof. That's the beauty of cryptos. Everything's public. Look at the $10,000 right there. I turned that May 7th, 2021. This is Shiba Inu right there. And I sold it at the time for $110,000, and this was in a 24-hour period. If you refer to the last screenshot, you could actually see my public address, and you can go confirm it for yourself. And I'm going to do the exact same thing with Brett. I think this is an even bigger opportunity, and I actually invested 5 times the amount of money. Oh, and if you weren't convinced, let's get even better. Look, top 50 altcoins from last cycle. The average returns for the top 50 coins is a 3 million % return. That's like turning $100 into $3 million, or turning 1,000 into $30 million. That is life-changing wealth. Are you going to be able to cash out perfectly at the top? Probably not. But if you turned $500 into 100 grand, I'm sure you'll be happy, right? And this is where it gets even crazier. The top 10 altcoins, I'm not even going to talk about this too much. That's a 14 million % increase for altcoins. Altcoins are the most lucrative asset class on the face of the planet. That's like turning $100 into come on, guys. Get involved with crypto. And just to put that in a perspective for you, if you bought a Ford Focus, a 2013, it cost about $10,000, and you would have sold it for 3,000 houses. Now, again, If I get one house, two houses, I'll be happy, right? And if you look at it from a market capitalization and not a percentage increase, so we're talking about every altcoin excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum, every altcoin excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum, as you can see there, a 6.7x in 2021, and the S&P 500 in the same period of time only did a 1.27x. That's 5 times more lucrative. You need to join crypto, and this is the best way to join. Oh, and if you look at the annual returns of the best traders on the face of the planet, they can't even get close to it. This is why I made my first million at 25 with no funding. Nobody funded me. A lot of these guys are getting funded. No one funded me, and I ate. I made $1 million at 25, and I made much more after that. And it better than the entire hedge funds. I mean, look, I don't know. I feel like I'm beating a dead horse. There's no better investment on the face of the planet. These are the best hedge funds year return. The best hedge funds year return does not touch the average percentage increase of the top 50 altcoins last cycle. And the greatest news of all is that the altcoin cycle is coming, guys. The altcoin cycle is coming. Bitcoin experiences the law of diminishing returns, meaning cycle after cycle, it's less and less lucrative. Look at the green boxes. Every single time we have a Bitcoin cycle, it becomes less lucrative. But when it comes to altcoins, this is the new opportunity because some of these altcoins were made 6-8 months ago. Brett was made this cycle and never experienced one of these. So there's nothing to diminish. There's only profit on Brett. And here's more proof. Look, when Bitcoin topped out, this is last cycle, the orange line is Bitcoin's price. When Bitcoin topped out, look at Shiba Inu. This is a meme coin in the same exact category as Brett. Look, boom, boom. If you guys have been keeping up with the news, we know that Mt. Gox is, distributing all the Bitcoin to all the people that lost money so they could potentially sell. And look, and by the way, this is where I bought over here, and I sold too early like an idiot. But look at right here. Boom! I'm not mad about $10,000 into $110,000. Like, how could I be mad about that? That's a 24 hours day worth of work. Here's more proof that this happens. It's an altcoin cycle. Bitcoin drops in price, altcoins start to take off. Here's Dogecoin, same category, same thing. First Bitcoin drops, Dogecoin started taking off. Look at that. I mean, bro, look how quick that is. That's 113 days. This is quick. And this is the Bitcoin dominance chart. This is the chart that basically shows Bitcoin's dominance over the market. Every time we see a big fall, that's what altcoin seasons are happening. And as you can see right there, we are about to experience an altcoin season very, very soon. The Ethereum, listen, take notes. The Ethereum spot ETF is pulling ETH off the market. Ethereum is the altcoin that made all the other altcoins. They created smart contracts. So all these altcoins would not be possible without Ethereum. Think about that. And the spot ETF is being officially launched next Tuesday. Can you say altcoin season with me? Can you say money in my pocket? Again, the question is not if it's going to happen, it's how much money we're going to make. Money flows out of Bitcoin into Ethereum. Look at the top right. And it goes very, very fast. Ethereum sends it into altcoins. And every single cycle, we experience a altcoin super cycle. It's clockwork. I did this last cycle and the cycle before that as well. And if you look at the price of all altcoins, this is every single altcoin last cycle. It looks remarkably similar to what's happening right now. Look, we had right here the Bitcoin halving, and then right there we had a period of time of sideways action. That's what we're currently experiencing. And if you look at the top right, the same exact thing is about to play out. Sideways action, and sooner enough, I wonder what event is going to push altcoins up in price. So let's just think about it for a second. I don't know. Maybe the most significant event in altcoin history. This is like getting a doctorate for a financial asset class. Like once Ethereum gets the spot ETF launched, there's nothing anyone could ever say on the internet saying that crypto is a scam. It's literally impossible to say that. There's no bigger accolade than what's about to happen right now as we speak. And if you don't believe my story, that's fine. Don't believe me. Believe the institutions. The blue right there is institutional volume on Coinbase. So this is how many big dogs, institutional money, millions of dollars have been buying. Look at over there. What's going on over there? Why does it say that retail's not really buying a lot, but institutions are? Isn't it supposed to be buy low, sell high? Isn't it supposed to be buy when nobody else is buying? Why is institutions, the people that have gotten rich throughout history, why are they buying right now? And institutions are specifically buying, you guessed it, altcoins. 67% of the volume on Coinbase is altcoins. Simple, straightforward. I don't know how much evidence you need, but it's right in front of your face. Oh, and 54% of all of that is not Ethereum. So we're talking about institutions are buying these small, undervalued altcoins. Institutions make up $256 billion in volume in Q1 of 2024. That's 82% of total transactions. Altcoins make up 67% of that volume. They have to be buying altcoins, especially the undervalued altcoins that we're going to talk about. Look, I'm going to set you up for Brett. I just need to explain every little detail. It's called trickle-down economics. We go from the top, then boom, and we come all the way down, and you'll understand why I'm buying Brett specifically. So if retail bought only altcoins and not Bitcoin, let's say that, for example, and we look at retail volume, this is a minimum. We know that retail is buying altcoins too, but let's say they didn't. A minimum, when you do the math, the amount of volume for altcoins from institutions specifically is $87 billion in Q1 of 2024. These are the guys that have historically made the most money throughout all cryptocurrency history. The guys with a lot of money. They market make and they take advantage of people not understanding what's going on. And yeah, they're making up the majority of the volume. And this is 87 billion, guys, with a B. Oh, and let's look at what's being created. Let's follow the developers. Let's follow the people that are actually creating projects. This is a leading indicator of value creation in cryptocurrency. Where are they building stuff, right? Developers who have been in crypto for 2 years are at an all-time high right now as we speak and growing at 52% annualized for the past 5 years. Developers who have been in crypto for more than 1 year grew 16% year over year, and that's 63% of all monthly active developers. So the point here is old developers are staying and new developers are joining. And 30% of all developers support more than one chain. So they're not just on Bitcoin, they're not just on Ethereum. That's a 10x increase since 2015. Developers who support 3+ chains grew by 17% in 2023, which is the bear market. This is like the worst time to hire developers. So what we need to do is find the next big chain. Where are they developing value? What's everybody moving to, right? What's going on? And just to be clear, all the money is being made in meme coins. So right there, top narrative, profits in Q1. I mean, there's nothing even close. Meme coins is dominating every narrative in all of cryptocurrency. Anyone that tells you otherwise, anyone that's telling you it's a scam, they're not looking at the facts. They're not looking. These are reports from like CoinGecko, the biggest websites. They are saying that. I'm not saying this. They're saying this. Look at the top 3 performing altcoins year to date. Look on the right-hand side. These are all 3 altcoins, guys. And you know, we got that Pendle early. We made a whole bunch of money off Pendle. But I'm moving into more meme coins because I think I can make more money than Pendle because Pendle's, you know, the ship has sailed. I'm not going to buy Dog with Hat, Pepe, or Floki because these coins have already done great. Like, the returns are going to be lower than if you find something that's not up there, that's going to be up there. And here's more evidence. Year to date, the meme coin narrative is up 331%, and it's bigger than all of them combined. Like, it's not even close. Look at how big this is. And just at this point, to make fun of them a little bit, meme coin, the index, which is a basket of meme coins, it's the average price of all the biggest meme coins, are just they're just dominating everything. Like, look at the returns. Like, if you're watching this video, I'm showing you right in front of your face. Like, just look at the meme coins dominating Van Elk. And I mean, I think that's obvious at this point. Here's the percent gains. Look at Brett. Brett still 8. Like, but look at the difference though. Look at the difference on Dog with Hat, which is the biggest one, versus Brett. Pepe launched last cycle. So Pepe is like, it's way too big. There's too much money in it. Everybody knows about Pepe. But Dog with Hat was this cycle's increase. So look at the difference. If Brett does what Dog with Hat does, which is what they're trying to do, because Dog with Hat is on Solana, Brett is on Base. They're trying to get people to Base, and they use Dog with Hat to get people to Solana. Now they're trying to get people to Base. This is going to do something similar to that. And if we look at Base and the best performing coins, look at Base. Nobody knows about Base. Base is a layer 2 that was created by Coinbase. It's its own blockchain. And this is the best performing coin. Look at the performance of Brett. It has solidified itself as the #1 performing meme coin on the Base ecosystem, backed up with the credibility of Coinbase and their billions of dollars. Keep in mind, guys, Coinbase has connections to the Federal Reserve. Coinbase specifically has like one of the biggest user bases in all of cryptocurrency. They're the only publicly traded cryptocurrency exchange in the United States. They've beat all that regulation, and they created Base, which is a layer 2. And Brett's the #1 meme coin on it, bro. Are you listening to what I'm saying? And if you think it's not possible, I think I interviewed this trader, this guy right here. But basically, he put 8,000 in, it turned into 5.7 billion. He couldn't sell it, but like, this is real. Like, he probably sold at least a lot of it. Like, if I got a million out, I'd be happy, right? 8,000 to a million, right? Look at right here. This investor bought $27 and turned it into 14 million. This is possible. If you get into meme coin, I'm not making it up. This is not made up stuff. I know it looks too good to be true, and there's a reason why they're hiding it. There's a reason why they keep saying crypto's a scam. So I've set you guys up to understand that we are in a bull run. We have the Ethereum spot ETF being, launched on Tuesday. I set up the case to show you that Bitcoin and altcoins are the greatest appreciating asset class on the face of the planet. There's nothing else even close to it when it comes to making money. I showed you that altcoin season is about to start. I showed you that meme coins are the best narrative, and I'm about to prove to you why Base is the hottest ecosystem right now, and Brett is the hottest meme coin on Base. Let's just look at the total value locked. Let's look and see how much people are actually investing in Base. And let's look at the leaderboard. I'm gonna sing while it plays. I ain't rapping up a that baby, hey, the no $1 million baby, hey, look at Arbitrum dominating Solana. Oh, look everything. Oh, what's that down there? What is Base? Where is it? It's coming at it. Oh, what happened? Oh, $1 million baby, like oh, Blasket. Oh, this is interesting. Look at Base. Watch Base. Just watch it. Patience. I was talking about Base for like a year, and we're about to pass Arbitrum. All jokes aside, after my research, guys, I don't know how else to put it to you, but Base is going to pass Arbitrum. Very confident that Base is going to pass Arbitrum. They have 1.39 billion TVL. So the biggest credibility pretty much in all of crypto, connections to the Federal Reserve, which is Coinbase. Guys, they created this. Like Arbitrum, let's think about the credibility. It's a decentralized autonomous organization. Nobody knows the people. We know the people involved, but they're not on the level of Coinbase executive with hundreds of millions of dollars and millions of users, like 500 million users, some crazy number. It's simple common sense. I can give you the data, but it's common sense. They're going to take Arbitrum in the bull run. And as you can see right now, as institutions are buying, the volume has been steadily increasing. We're seeing these big jumps. This is not a normal jump. So the layer 2, it's undervalued, and we have a confirmed uptrend with a lot of liquidity. What else could you look for? Like, this is the perfect opportunity to take advantage of an undervalued ecosystem in general. In just the month of June, on average, more than 1.6 million was going into Base every single day. And again, we have no hype in crypto right now. 8 million monthly transacting users in Q1 of 2024, and that's about equal to a decentralized exchange called Uniswap. Uniswap is the biggest decentralized exchange by far. It's been out way longer, and there's the same amount of transactions happening on Base, and like the same thing as Uniswap. There's no comparison when it comes to how much time Uniswap had to build, right? Just think about these things, and the funny part is Uniswap launched on Base too. I'm gonna leave it there. This is very obvious. Look at the daily active user growth. People are transacting on Base, and see, that might be kind of obvious, like, oh yeah, more people are going on Base. But really, the important part here is that when they transact, they're trading. When they're trading, they generate fees. And now it makes sense why institutions have been jumping on Base, because those guys are liquidity providers. They provide liquidity to centralized and decentralized exchanges. They're giving the liquidity and they're generating fees. So this increase right here is very attractive to people with 10, 20, $30 million. And again, this credibility is backed up by Coinbase, the behemoth. They have more assets on Coinbase than ever before, more users than ever before, more liquidity than ever before, and they're basically sending people to Base. The other day I was transacting, and it's literally free to send my money to Base. It's free. Anywhere else you go, you're paying a transaction fee. And I could freely send my money to Base, and if I want to cash out to Coinbase and put it in my bank account, it's also free. It's free. No transaction fee involved. That's insane, guys. Just think about what I'm saying right now. In retail, the average person is not even there. We're talking about the people buying this have a lot of money. This is the red line right here. This represents the percentage of volume that's retail. Look at how it's very small. It's on a downtrend. So the people buying all of these coins, that is the whales. The people with a lot of money. You're supposed to buy with them, right? You're supposed to buy with the big money, the people that make the markets. Who do you think is going to launch the advertising campaigns? The people with $100 million. Like, if they put $5 million into a coin and they want to promote it, they could do that. They could spend $100,000 on a campaign and run it. and see how far it goes to get people to buy into the coin, and they sell it to them. That's how it works. And these are the amount of fees that Coinbase is generating. This is the revenue, which is 1.64 billion. So when they move to the layer 2 base, we're going to have like big numbers like that move onto the layer 2. And again, this is a period of time where the volume is low and the hype is not here. And if you look at gross profit, you can see we have a major candlestick right now as we speak. We have it increasing. That is an uptrend. Look at the uptrend. It's increasing. We have this monster candlestick. We're going to see something like this very soon when it comes to Coinbase and Base. Look, this is Coinbase's transaction-based gross profit. So we're looking at Coinbase specifically because they have to release that information. And again, of course, they're going to promote and push everybody to go to Base layer 2. That's the whole point of making the layer 2 in the first place. So all of these people are going to eventually get into DeFi and Web 3.0 because it's way better than keeping their money on Coinbase. So in my opinion, Base is the best layer 2 to get involved with from an undervalued perspective. It hasn't passed Arbitrum, the number 1 yet. And when it does, all of that money is going to flow into Base, all the transaction fees, everything. I think I've beat that case down. I don't think anyone can deny this. The credibility is substantial when it comes to Base versus Arbitrum. Like there's no comparison. There's not even a comparison. I wouldn't even try to compare them because Arbitrum is just out earlier and they did an airdrop. So right now, what's hot is Base. Now, the question is, let's bring it down to the last point here. Why Brett, the biggest altcoin on Base? I think it's very simple, but I want to explain it. Brett specifically is the biggest meme coin on Base. So if you want to avoid scams, you might as well go for the biggest one with the most liquidity involved. They have the biggest liquidity pool on Base with the biggest meme coin. And as you can see here, it has a market cap of $1.3 billion. It's already managed to make a huge splash in the crypto community. All we're waiting for is the altcoin super cycle and for everybody to flood on Base. We're like 2 steps ahead. That's all we're waiting for. My goal is not to find a coin with like 10,000 market cap. Those can scam. I'm talking about I want something that's going to do a solid 20 to 30 to 50x that I could drop a lot of money in because it's not a scam. And that's this. Yeah, so the art was actually made by the same creator that created the Pepe art. It's supposed to be the frog's friend in the boys club. Honestly, I don't care about this. People talk about this all the time, but personally, I'm just here to make money, bro. I'm just here, just like all you, here to make money. I'm not worried about the storyline. All I know is their marketing is good. They've been able to establish themselves as the biggest meme on Base right now. It's the most easily available, the most prominent Base exchanges with substantial liquidity, has the most transaction volume. I mean, the liquidity is crazy. This is the most important variable for any altcoin. Write this down. The 2 most important variables are liquidity and demand, and it checks off both boxes. It has the most liquidity, and it has a chance to get the most demand because of Coinbase and the Base ecosystem and all that stuff. So let's do a price prediction and compare it to Shiba Inu, which was the biggest coin on Ethereum specifically. We had Dogecoin take off, and then they were pushing a narrative that this is the Ethereum Dogecoin, and that's Shiba Inu. And at the all-time high, it had a $36 billion market cap, and the current market cap is $9.5 billion. Pepe, pretty big, $7 billion, and the current market cap is $5.2 billion for Pepe. This was like the bear market meme coin. Dog with Hat was the biggest by percentage increase this cycle, and we have a market cap of 2.2 billion, and an all-time high was at 4.7 billion. So keep in mind when it comes to how big Brett is, Brett has a market cap of 1.2 billion. So it's by far the smallest, and it's primed to go up a lot. Not only that, but Brett hasn't been launched. This is where it gets crazy. Brett hasn't been launched on any major exchanges. It's only been on the Base ecosystem. That's insane. And there's something called the Coinbase effect, which we know, Coinbase is highly correlated because Coinbase launched Shiba Inu. The time to buy it is before they launch it on the big exchanges. Just like me, when I bought it before it got launched on Binance and Coinbase. This is how the price increases so substantially. And there's something called the Coinbase effect. An average 91% token price increase in 5 days, according to Messari. So as it gets launched on Binance and Coinbase and all these other centralized exchanges, when the demand comes, when the virality comes, they're all going to launch it on their exchange and make a whole bunch of money, and the price is going to go crazy just like it did for Shiba Inu and the other coins. So if you look at last cycle's all-time high for Shiba Inu, one of the best meme coins, okay? We see there that it was at 36 billion at its all-time high. And from where Brett is at right now, that's a 28x from Brett's current position. That's a 2,669% increase. And if it just hit a $10 billion market cap, we're talking about almost a 700% increase. And if we stretch it to a $20 billion market cap, we're looking at a 1,438% increase. So yes, you can turn $500 into approximately $16,000 if it just reaches Shiba Inu's all-time high, which we know that Shiba Inu is going to blow past its last cycle's all-time high. All these coins are going to do way better than Shiba Inu. So I think a 30x is literally the bare minimum. The bare minimum is a 30x. Realistically, I think this could 50 to 70x, maybe 100x, probably not, but 50 to 70x. And I'm telling you, I put my money where my mouth is. 2 days ago, I bought $50,000 worth of Brett. It's publicly available in my groups. I tell my groups first, of course, and I'm telling you, this is going to do well. So long story short, just to kind of really break it down for you, it's very simple. Bitcoin is the best appreciating asset class on the face of the planet. Altcoins do better than Bitcoin. We're looking for a new hot ecosystem. Of course, that is going to be Base because of the credibility behind Base and because of its undervalued nature and how it's growing. And then the biggest meme coin with the best narrative, literally the most lucrative narrative and the biggest meme coin on Base is Brett. So it's not going to scam. The chances are very low of it scamming because it's the biggest. And there's a very good, when I mean very good, a very good chance that it could do a 20 to 30 to 50x. And I'm telling you, it only takes 20 minutes to buy any cryptocurrency in the market. All you have to do is go to MetaMask, click buy, swap the Ethereum to Base. If you do it from Coinbase, you could just send the Ethereum directly from the Coinbase exchange to the Base layer 2. But if you buy it through MetaMask, you're going to have to bridge it over to Base. And I think there's a feature where you could actually just buy it directly on Base. So you buy the Ethereum and then you swap it on Uniswap to Brett. There's tutorials all over the internet. My goal is not to waste your time, but just to show you what I'm doing as a researcher. It's time to make some money. It's time to make, I don't care who you are. I know you're tired. I know you're tired of struggling with bills. I know you're tired of just making it. The big wins are important. Cash flow is important. You should be making money on a month-to-month basis. But these big wins are what originally got me financially independent. I spent $7,000 on Ethereum at $20 or so. It was like anywhere from $7 to $40. And that changed my entire life for cryptocurrency. And I've been doing this ever since I became financially independent. And I believe everybody watching this video has that opportunity right now. You could do the exact same thing. All you have to do is take action and make something happen. Thank you guys for watching this. Subscribe if you guys are not subscribed already. And of course, share it with a friend. Share it with as many people as you possibly can so we can make this go viral. Thank you guys for watching. Catch you later.